Allow me to introduce to you this one-of-one G81 BMW M3 Touring build in an Isle of Man green paintwork. We're going all out, guys. And when I say all out, that means aesthetics and performance modifications with an ECU tune right after. Let's start off with the aesthetics. We're gonna be doing a combination of two brands, Alpha N Germany and 3D Design Japan carbon fiber parts. So for all the big parts up on top, carbon roof, carbon vented bonnet, and the carbon fender flares, and the mirror caps, we're gonna be doing Alpha N. So as you all know, Alpha N makes top tier carbon fiber parts. They're actually one of the consultants of BMW M Performance. So you can be guaranteed utmost carbon quality and the weave very similar to OEM. For everything underneath the car, front spoiler, front canards, side skirts, rear diffuser, and roof spoiler, we will be doing 3D Design Japan carbon parts. They are one of the most famous BMW tuning industries in Japan, and they make really OEM plus carbon parts and pieces. Let's talk about wheels. Every BMW lover definitely wants BBS wheels on their car. So for this build, we will be installing BBS LMR wheels. It's gonna be a 20-inch rim setup front and rear. It's got the diamond silver colorway and red center caps to complement its red brakes. That's honestly my dream build on my BMW as well. Apart from that, let's talk performance parts. We're gonna be installing a full Miltech catback system with catted downpipes. It's got a 4-inch diameter bore, giving it a very good sounding pitch for your S58 engine to come to life. We got brushed titanium tips to make it look very beautiful when you look at the car from the back. It's very wide, again, a 4-inch diameter. That titanium finish, it will give it that subtle bling, a matte finish to give it, like a bit of texture and a bit of, stand out feel when you look at it from its rear end. We're also going to be installing a Group M carbon fiber intake system on this car for utmost turbo spools. This is the BMW M Performance height adjustable springs to get and achieve the perfect stance on this performance wagon. And we're also going to be installing CPM composites, strut braces up in the engine bay for better handling and to be able to complement the carbon intake system up in the engine bay. It's going to be truly exciting. This journey with this car will be epic this 2026. Catch us in whatever car show we're going to be joining this year. Catch it on the track at Clark or at Batangas, because this car will make your heads turn. Here at the I&I Studio, we also focus on track prep builds. And right behind me, we have our bread and butter, the F87 and G87 BMW M2s. Both have something in common. They've got suspension upgrades. They are cambered, suspension tuned, and we also installed Alpha N lightweight gussets, roll cage. They're the half roll cage, painted in body color, this one in alpine white and this one in a titanium color finish to suit its body color. They're also paired with Schroth 6-point harnesses, which will make you really planted on the seat. So this one we upgraded with the Recaro Sportsters for you not to move and sway. And of course, since this M2 right beside me is the carbon edition, it already comes with the buckets with the provision to put your Schroth seatbelts. Now, what do you get with the roll cage? Obviously, it's for safety. If you get into any accidents, it will save you. And obviously, it's also for you guys who like the track look and the track prep. Here in my hand, we're actually going to be installing the JQ Works Mad Trace Gen 2 hub on this F87 BMW M2 competition. And what's nice about this is it's the quick release. Very easy to take away. And the hub is improved. Everything here is programmable. When you want to program the adaptive suspension, the horn, the windshield washers, and the lights whatsoever, you can interchange them just by plugging it in with a USB-C port on your computer. Go to the JQ Works website and you can do everything very easily. Of course, we paired it with a Sparco flat bottom steering wheel in an Alcantara finish for utmost grip. So it's not too big and I find it really beautiful. We've got the all-new Tesla Model YL right behind me and an optional Sonic Silver body color, and it looks really good up in the flesh. Of course, we're going to be equipping it with new BC Forge custom wheels. This is a custom design, so you won't see it in their website, but that's what we can do with BC Forge. Any design that you have in mind, we can custom make. We'll send you the drawings before we confirm. But as you can see, we also equipped it with a CX center cap to hide the lug bolt section to make it look like a floating cap, just like those that you would see on Rolls-Royce, BMs, etc. It's got the gloss brush finish, so it will complement the color very nice. It's gonna pop. And as you can see, it's 21-inch configuration. We went wider with 255 up front and 285 tires on the rear. Michelin Pilot Sport 4S for optimal grip for this EV. Stay tuned, guys. Once we install this on the car, it's gonna make it look really, really good. Allow me to introduce to you the country's first 620 wheel horsepower Isle of Man green G81 BMW M3 Touring with a hell of a lot of carbon bits and pieces, backed with all the best performance goodies you can install for this S58 platform. So let's start off with the front. We changed its grille to the Alpha N carbon kidney grille, which accentuates how it looks. So for other people who don't like how the grille looks, it has this very nice center trim where you can paint body color if you want to put the iconic BMW grille, which is not so big. But if you want to still accentuate this entire grille, it still goes all the way to the bottom to make you have that full kidney grille fascia. Front lip, this is 3D Design Japan. So they are Japan's one of the most famous BMW tuners right there. And the carbon weave is very much the same as Alpha N. The front splitter gives it a very aggressive look, while at the same time following the curves of the front bumper. It looks amazing. You can see this carbon fiber dive planes from 3D Design as well, which fits very snug on the front bumper. This one increases downforce when driving in high speeds, which this owner, Banana Moto, he's a race car driver. So you know all these carbon composite parts will be used to its maximum limit. This one, the biggest piece up in front, this is the Alpha N vented carbon fiber bonnet, which is actually a very functional piece. So as you can see, when air comes in the front kidney grille, it goes directly out, spouts out from the actual vented carbon hood from Alpha N. So apart from making it look better with bigger vents, it also has a functional piece for aerodynamics. We painted it body color, but left this area exposed carbon to make it feel like if you know, you know. It has these functional vents. This is also an Alpha N carbon composite piece, and they look amazing. Safe to say, this is the first M3 Touring in the country with these vents, and I'm looking forward to see more. So if you actually see this piece, it's not only this that is exposed with vents. You also have this entire slab on the side, which is a functional piece. So when air comes in this part from your wheel well, it actually vents out. So this is what you would see on the Porsche GT models, on the M2 Alpha N fenders, so on and so forth. Of course, you cannot forget the carbon fiber Alpha N mirror caps. They accentuate the build very nicely, and it spouts slowly up here with the horn. So unlike the M carbon mirror caps, which is a direct slat, this one follows the curves very well. You can see this entire rocker panel was replaced with the 3D Design Japan carbon fiber side skirts. They're very beautiful. When you install carbon fiber, there are lots of types of carbon fiber. Make sure you get the top tier one with good brands, with good R&D, good aerodynamics, and of course, good carbon fiber weave, because you don't want to make your carbon fiber yellow over time. You don't want the weaves to be different from the other brands you install with. And of course, you want to make sure the curves through and through are enhanced properly. These are the BBS LMR wheels and a polished diamond lip. Of course, red center caps to match the red calipers that come stock with this car. And before I forget, this is the Alpha N carbon fiber roof. So we replaced the entire roof of this car with a genuine carbon composite roof for lightweight apart from looks. This one saves you around 10 pounds, which is very beneficial if you're gonna use this for performance. We accentuated the roof spoiler with the 3D Design gloss black roof spoiler. This is just full adhesive. So all you have to do is just bolt it right on, and I love how it makes it have a very nice gurney. The rear undersplitter, which runs through, it replaces the gloss black trims that come stock with the car. And then this is the 3D Design rear diffuser, which is nothing much, but it makes it have that aggressive look. That's the reason why it enhances the rear end, showing OEM curves, but a bit more aggressive. You can't forget the bigger tips from Miltech Sport, made in the UK. This is a full 4-inch bore through and through. It's the full system, mid-pipe, catted downpipes. You also got these titanium polished tips with the Miltech branding. You'll definitely hear this from a mile away. Now, here in this video, you would see that it does not have the tips we were making for this car, but since this is a very special tip for a very special race car driver, we gave Banana Moto the custom engraving option. It has the Miltech Sport logo followed by his own logo, Banana Man. Moving on to the engine bay, where of course you car enthusiasts know this matters to us a lot. You can see we equipped it with the full carbon fiber Group M intake system. The weave is a bit more like the Ferrari carbon weave, but since the theme, the general theme of this car is half German, half Japanese BMW tuning, then that's why we went with this. You got the carbon fiber engine cover, CPM composites. These are the struts, which are made out of lightweight composite material, made specific for motorsport use. CPM Composites is a BMW tuning brand in Japan as well. So this one is not too aggressive to make do with the new carbon fiber bonnet. And as you can see, Alpha N makes it really lightweight, really beautiful. This is a carbon Kevlar in a green color as well. Very small details go a long way. And that's what we treasure most here at the I&I studio. Now, enough for the exterior. Let me talk more about what this car can do, because this is actually tuned to 618 wheel horsepower. And it's also got a heck of a lot of torque. I think it's at 600 something as well. But this car, I would say, is probably the strongest M3 touring wagon in the Philippines with an S58 motor. Moving on to the interior, you can see we also equipped it with the carbon fiber bucket seat. This is the OEM carbon fiber bucket seat. Since we're making this for the racetrack as well, apart from it cupping you well, we went with a more aggressive steering wheel. This is the M Performance flat bottom steering wheel in an Alcantara finish. It's also got the carbon trims of the steering wheel. These are all OEM, so nothing fake right here in the cabin. And don't forget the JQ paddle shifters, which gives you that snappy haptics, better shifts, and it makes you more engaged when you're on the racetrack and also just want spirited driving. Let's take this car on a drive. One thing I want to definitely emphasize sitting on the cockpit of this 618 wheel horsepower performance wagon, this S58 platform performs way better when you actually conduct an ECU tune on this car. So I think for you M owners who have an S58 motor, you guys notice that this car drinks a lot of gas. That's how the stock tune came to be. Being an owner of an M2 S58 engine, I experienced that on a stock tune. So now this performance wagon, after an ECU tune, I'd say your range increases by 40 to 50 wheel horsepower, while the power delivery improves so much more. So I'm just stepping on the pedal very lightly, but you can feel the response of the car is very reactive. That's how I would put it. On my stock M2 before, I noticed stepping on it lightly, you can feel that yes, there's a difference, but it's not like very reactive. It's a bit sluggish, especially when you know the full potential of your car. So what I noticed, comparing the different cars we've worked on, to date we've tuned more than 10 S58 motors for M2, M3, M4 platform, and with an ECU tune, night and day difference. It's worth every penny. Of course, you also get a 140 wheel horsepower gain with all bolt-on modifications minimum. Meaning to say, from the 460 wheel horsepower with the stock exhaust, stock intake, stock power, we're able to push to the highest of 650 wheel horsepower on a G87 M2. This one's got 618 wheel horsepower and a lot of pound-feet torque gain, performance gains to be posted. But you can see the power delivery straight off the bat. Look. There you go. You can really feel it. Like, it's really enhanced. No bias. It's really worth it. So this one's just got the full Miltech exhaust system, catback system, single mid-pipe with the 200 cell downpipes. That way it's not obnoxiously loud. Sound controllers there for a reason. And you've got the Group M intake system. No other modifications to get you this power. Apart from that, we are also sporting the M Performance height adjustable springs. So as a driver, obviously suspension matters. And I would say, since it's still using the OEM dampers, there's not much difference in comfort. It's mostly for aesthetics, of course, lower center of gravity, so I feel more planted. And, you know, being a race car driver for Banana Man, I'm sure he would enjoy this on and off the track. Our vision in the I&I studio is to make your dream car your toy. As we all know, us car enthusiasts value these special machines deeply. So one thing I can advise you, fake parts break hearts. Make sure you install the right parts. Doesn't have to be hella branded, doesn't have to be hella expensive, but make sure the brand you're gonna install are backed by R&D, proper research, proper aerodynamics, proper performance development, making sure that they tested hours in the dyno if it's a performance parts, wheels that are genuine, that have been also, you know, R&D'd well, because this matters the most, especially with your life on the road and how proud you will be owning the car. When you install the right parts, instead of wanting to sell it in the future, you end up keeping them. So this is a build that I would say is perfection, especially if you own an M3. All the right parts in the car, the right brands are not the cheapest, but they don't also have to be the most expensive. Make sure to consult us if you want to start your build right away. Just like how this perfect M3 Touring did. And I genuinely hope you like this feature because I really love the outcome of this car. Stay tuned because this is just phase one. If you think all I talked about here is all we're equipping in this car, well, these are not the only set of wheels we have for this car. And this is not where the car is supposed to be in this backdrop. It's made for the track. As Banana Man said, what we will do to this car is push it to the limits And that's what we're here for. We're here to discuss with him what he needs for the usage, and we'll put just the right parts to make him win on and off the racetrack. My name is Ivan of II Automods, and I'll see you on the next car feature.